The Indoraptor. A man-made unnatural abomination monster of a hybrid, a combination of that of Blue the Velociraptor and Darcy the Indominus Rex. A human tricking raptor that inspires fear and horror, with its name Indoraptor meaning indomitable thief or untamable thief. And he will be going up against the Mutadon. A mutated flying killer with a beak set of teeth made for intimidation and display. A mix between that of a Velociraptor and a Pteranodon. A raptor-killing menace, with the name Mutadon meaning nothing, as it doesn't actually translate to anything, or at least nothing directly, as it just references the fact that the Mutadon is just a Pteranodon hybrid. But regardless, let's find out who would win between the Indoraptor and the Mutadon. Hello everybody, my name's Indoraptor2468, and today we'll be finding out who would win between the Indoraptor and the Mutadon. And to find out who really does win, I have prepared 11 categories that they will be trying to get. Whoever has the highest score out of 11 at the end wins, and I'll be telling you by how much or by what difficulty they would win by. And I'll just be using the difficulties that everybody knows about, these being neg diff, no diff, low diff, mid diff, big diff, extreme diff, and draw diff. So let's get right into it with all 11 categories, these being agility, attack speed, reactive capabilities, overall arms, overall bite, speed, strength, weapons, durability, battle IQ, and lastly but not least, weight and size. And please remember to like, subscribe, share and to comment, as it really does help out the channel. And also remember to click the link below the video, as that link will send you to a poll that decides on which videos I do in the future. And I know I am asking for quite a lot here, but I do appreciate it. And now back to the video. Agility. Yeah, the Mutadon is alright in this, but the Indoraptor is just superior in almost every way. Whilst it is a little flexible due to it being a flyer, it does need some agility and mobility in the air. The Indoraptor just has so many more superior feats. I mean, half the time the Indoraptor was just jumping, and the other times it was using its agility for other reasons, such as running or reacting. So I think I can safely say that agility does go to the Indoraptor. But what about attack speed? Yeah. Well, don't get me wrong, the Mutadon, when flying and going full speed towards the ground, is faster than the Indoraptor. It's just not going to be able to use this move more than once, or maybe twice if it's lucky, whilst the Indoraptor can pounce nearly as fast as many times as it wants. So the Indoraptor takes attack speed. Reactive capabilities. Who takes reactive capabilities? Well, without me even needing to look at the Indoraptor's abilities due to the fact I know he's amazing in this category anyway, the Mutadon is actually crap in this. Well, don't get me wrong, he is able to get the raptors near the beginning, well, raptor near the beginning. He kind of ran headfirst between a gate and got his head stuck for a second. And then he continued to fall over due to it. And he also has awful reactive capabilities in terms of catching himself on the ground. And whilst the Mutadon is a flyer, so it needs to at least learn how to do the basics of landing, it still struggles with landing. And I know the Indoraptor can be clumsy at some times, but at least it's able to catch itself and learn from its mistakes. So reactive capabilities 100% goes to the Indoraptor. And mind you, this is even factoring the fact that the Indoraptor has had less experience in the wild and in fighting overall compared to that of the Mutadon. Overall arms. Whilst this is a little more tricky, as the Mutadon has been shown to be able to knuckle walk, as seen in this clip right here, as well as the fact that he's able to just use his hands normally, but the Indoraptor not only has more fingers and has shown a lot more capabilities with his hands, but he also has thumbs, which is something that most dinosaurs don't have in the franchise. And whilst you could argue that the Mutadon uses his arms to fly, the Indoraptor uses his arms to go on all fours, and whilst the Mutadon does do so as well, the Indoraptor uses them to go on all fours for more prolonged periods of time, as well as using them to gallop and or to run. Overall bite. Who takes overall bite? Well, this isn't really that close. Whilst the Mutadon is going to have an advantage due to him having a beak, which means he can have pecking motion as well as having sharp dangerous teeth and a good bite force to be able to bite down on its prey, with its possible bite force being around 115.77 kg, based off of Jurassic Park velociraptors, the Indoraptor, based on fan-made estimates for the bite force based on on-screen feats, is around 3,628 kg, which is quite a bit more than the Mutadon's possible bite force, so this is easily going to the Indoraptor. Speed. Who takes speed? Well, this is extremely hard to say, as the Indoraptor can get up to 40 kilometers per hour. And this is its max estimates, whether it's on its 2 feet or running on all fours, whilst the Mutadon is really fast when flying and is kind of fast when running on all twos, but it doesn't have a speed estimate. But I do think it is fair to say, sure, the Mutadon is faster when diving down or just flying normally, but when it comes to the ground, which is where they will be fighting, the Indoraptor is much faster, and it's just going to have a huge advantage over the Mutadon in this case. So speed does, yet again, go to the Indoraptor. And please remember to like, subscribe, share, and to comment, and to click the link below the video as mentioned earlier. Right, back to the video. Strength. Who takes strength? Well, the Mutadon can move cars when ramming into them, as well as pushing against doors, going through ceilings, as well as overpowering raptors. He's also thrown raptors, and not even to mention the fact that he was able to pick one up and then continue to fly away with one. But the Indoraptor just has better feats. It has gone through metal bars, destroyed walls, and it has also bared the weight of a raptor multiple times, as well as being able to throw said raptor even further than the Mutadon. So I think it's pretty safe to say, and or clear to say, that the Indoraptor takes strength. Weapons. Well, in terms of weapons, the Indoraptor just has better and or more weapons, as you could argue, yes, the Mutadon has its beak, but the Indoraptor not only has its thumb and whip-like tail, but it also has quills near the top of its head, so taking weapons is the Indoraptor. And really quickly, I'd just like to say that the Indoraptor has quills all over its body, they're just more prominent on its head. Durability. Who takes durability? I don't even think I need to say this one, but I might as well say all the feats anyway. The Indoraptor has taken many electrical shocks from the same type of or similar type of taser that was able to not only annoy the Indominus Rex, but one stun a velociraptor. It was also able to take a point-blank gunshot towards the body, fight Blue the velociraptor, and was also able to fall from many different heights without getting any damage from the height itself. He also has armor plating as well. Whilst the Mutadon has landed once or twice, and has also taken one bullet without dying immediately. Yeah, but he died to the second one. Yeah, the Mutadon's durability is just kind of questionable at best, so durability goes to the Indoraptor. Battle IQ. Who takes battle IQ? It's the Mutadon. Don't get me wrong, the Indoraptor is extremely intelligent, but no amount of intelligence can make you beat somebody or outsmart somebody in a fight if you're going up against somebody with 15 to 20 plus years of experience, and I mean plus as it could have been more. So the Mutadon easily takes battle IQ, even with the Indoraptor's insane intelligence. I'm not saying that the Indoraptor won't learn to adapt to the fight and learn how to fight, I'm just saying from the beginning of the battle to the end of the fight, the Mutadon is just going to have more tricks up his sleeve that the Indoraptor might just not expect in terms of battle intelligence. So battle IQ goes towards the Mutadon. Weight and size. Who takes weight and size? Well, the Indoraptor is around 3.1 meters tall, or around 10.1706 feet tall, 7.3 meters long, or 23.9501 feet tall, and weighs roughly 997.9 kg or 0.9979 metric tons, whilst the Mutadon is 2.1 meters tall or 7 feet and has a length of 4.8 meters or 16 feet and weighs 250 kg or 0.250 metric tons. So who takes size and weight? Well, there's obviously a big gap between them in terms of size, with the obvious winner for this category being the Indoraptor. So remember to like, subscribe, share and to comment, as it does help out the channel, as well as remembering to click the link below the video. Now let's get into who would win between the Indoraptor and the Mutadon. Well, let's start off with their points. who took the most amount of points. While taking 10 out of 11 abilities is the Indoraptor, taking Agility, Attack Speed, Reactive Capabilities, Overall Arms, Overall Bite, Speed, Strength, Weapons, Durability, and Weight and Size. Whilst a Mutadon took 1 out of 11 abilities, this being Battle IQ. So who wins? Well, to be completely honest, the one winning is the one with 10 out of 11 abilities. With low to mid difficulty, it's going to the Indoraptor. Don't get me wrong, the Mutadon is a worthy opponent, but it's just a Velociraptor on steroids that can fly. Other than that, it doesn't really do much, and is arguably closer to being able to fight against a raptor more equally than an Indoraptor. But due to the fact that it could land some pretty big shots if it were to go flying in from the sky, I will give it a low to mid difficulty, just in case it is able to seriously injure or hurt the Indoraptor. And thank you for watching this far, and I hope you all enjoy all my other videos that I do in my channel, and all the future ones to come. And until next time, you're all unroarably amazing, and goodbye. Next time on Unroarable 2468, it will be the Queen of Charlotte Island versus the King of the Arctic's past. This is the Black Bear versus the Cryolophosaurus.